Welcome to the Toonami Squad podcast sessions, episode 12, Rickton Fools and Production IG Roundup.
Hello and welcome to the Toonami Squad podcast sessions. I am your host, Eric Casey, also known as eRockstar5 on Twitter. How's it going, folks?
I am JMB, aka The Boss, the founder of Toonami Squad. You can also find me on Twitter at JMB_70056.
I'm Phantom at PhantomStar64, podcast producer, video editor, occasional editorial writer.
Then I'm Trips, Twitter handle Toonami artist. I loiter around the groups and sometimes make art, but I'm always here to help the cause.
And with that, welcome to episode 12 of the Toonami Squad podcast sessions. Today's topics are the Adult Swim April Fool's stunt, an announcement that dropped on April Fool's, which was Attack on Titan Season 2 is coming to Toonami, Fooly Cooly, Ghost in the Shell, and our good old friend Magi Terashima being promoted to president of Production IG. So the first topic we'll jump into is the April Fool's stunt that happened with Adult Swim. Was they premiered, kind of like a teaser type of for Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
What do we think of this?
I can understand Adult Swim's intentions on doing such a thing. It makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
People have been begging for it for months. But it kind of backfired in a sense with the most recent ratings.
Well, yeah, I kind of feel like they kind of went with the same attempt as like Rick and Morty was like another Toonami attempt in a way. But the thing is, people didn't I don't want to make it seem like that, Toonami fans Toonami fans are better or anything like that. But it didn't happen the same way where people at 12 at midnight, 12 at night were like, oh my god, Toonami's on. They didn't react the same way when Rick and Morty dropped, It was sort of like that, but just not as, it clearly wasn't as big.
Yeah.
If you look at it from a ratings perspective. It was kind of weird though to drop what was it, the first episode or the first two episodes of season 3?
I think it was just the first.
The first episode?
Yeah.
Yeah, and even some of my friends talked about it too. They saw it, but they're kind of worried actually, because if they said it kind of felt like it was Rick and Morty starting to get kind of too self-referential now and stuff like that. Which is interesting because the point of the delay, besides the creative differences, but it was also to prevent it from, being rushed out, because they know it's a popular thing and they don't want to fuck it up. But it seemed, from what my friends told me, it seems like what they were trying to avoid is exactly what's happening, which is concerning. I personally, I watched the episode. I liked it. I thought the comedy was still there. It was, it felt good. It didn't feel like jarringly different. It felt like a continuation of Rick and Morty, but curious what other people thought about it. Just besides outside of us, and outside my friends. Comment below. But yeah, that's kind of my perspective. I thought it was. I'm excited for it. I can't wait for it. But bit caution to the wind for me personally. What did you guys think?
No, you bring up a good point. It wasn't received as well as anticipated because they aired it all damn night during Adult Swim, or as far as I know. And you think that the ratings would go up as it got later, or people would get excited, but I didn't even see it trend on Twitter or anything, as far as I know.
When it initially happened, I saw it trending, but after that, it just, again, I don't want to compare it to Toonami, but when Toonami did its April Fool's joke, that was a thing that just continued to spiral out of control as the night progressed, like you said, Trips.
Yeah.
But this one, it was like
Okay.
the sort of opposite. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the whole thing about dropping out on April Fool's was kind of weird. I don't know. Weird. I can't really describe it.
I honestly hoped Toonami was gonna do an April Fool's joke.
Yeah.
Like, I can understand, like, if the fans got mad, like, if they did the auto-tuning voices like they did for Adult Swim. But, I don't know, like, bring back
That's
the farting thing. Remember when they put all the farts in, like, Full Metal Alchemist and Cowboy Bebop? It's, like, years
And
ago.
just have,
Yeah.
not just have Emma Watson's auto-tuning voice on there.
Yeah.
Or they revived the Tom Ford packaging as
Oh,
part
dear.
as part of the March throwback month. That would have been kind of
funny.
cool. Yeah, that actually would have been kind of cool.
Yeah.
Like that might have been kind of cool. I'm trying to think like anything else that would have been sort of interesting.
Another thing.
Sorry.
sorry.
No, go ahead. I'm just thinking.
I mean, I know it didn't work well with the ratings, but I can say for one thing, they started to bring back the Szechuan sauce for McDonald's
Yeah.
hmm
that was used in promotion for Mulan in 1998,
hmm
maybe 99. I don't know. Comment below. Prove me wrong. But I
feel
guess
like it was
there's
a
proof
marketing
him.
ploy.
Yeah.
it's from from that episode that just shows interest of bringing that sauce back.
Well, I mean, if you look at McDonald's legal history, they're very, very particular, I guess, in a sense, of who gets to use their logo and likeness, and they like come down hard on anyone that did use it. And Rick and Morty isn't really under scrutiny for it.
Well, they're a Canadian production or studio, aren't they?
Doesn't matter. I mean,
Yeah,
McDonald's is
like-
worldwide.
Yeah, like Rick and Morty, isn't really that offensive per se,
South Park is though.
True.
Yeah, but during that time, like that was the time because also part of that though too, these companies say that they, we want to avoid like offending and all that kind of stuff. But when it's really popular at the time, they'll sacrifice that. That South Park back then, yeah, it was offensive and everything, but it was one of those big things. So of course corporations are going to try to take advantage of that and try to jump on that train.
Right.
Yeah.
Boss, you had something to say?
Yes. What I was first trying to say was next year Toonami actually falls on April Fool, so there might actually be something happen during Toonami with that.
Actually, they did. I think they did do something. They just
Not-
played Toonami's back bitches.
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
think it
man.
happened this year.
No.
Richard versus Toonami's back bitches. That was about it. That was
Yeah,
more of a
yeah.
tribute.
Just the instrumental.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
that new intro.
As far as the whole stunt that happened Saturday went, they could have at least stop the marathon before Toonami, let the whole Toonami air as a whole, or either just push Toonami back an hour and let it end an hour later instead of just cutting it off like that. They could have at least let Funimation know what happened. Then they could at least been prepared for an onslaught of fans bitching what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
Freaking out.
Yeah, that was kind of interesting. That Funimation was caught completely off guard that they did that. Yeah,
They're like, what the hell's going on?
and also dropping their two most popular shows for a week.
Yeah. They could have
Yeah,
either just because they would just marathon the same episode, so they didn't really have to go all night, or at least let Toonami end the hour later if it was going to go to midnight.
yeah.
The Roundtable posted a video about should Adult Swim apologize for April Fools.
They're not going to. Like this is Adult Swim we're talking about. This is what they
You
do.
think they care? No.
No.
Also, another thing. These people always got to freak out and bitch and curse Jason the Walker out. All right, that wasn't even his fault this time either. He even know they was going to do that cut at the last minute. I mean, somebody straight up told Jason DeMarco, "Fuck you!" Like, really? Was that necessary?
Yeah, like cursing at him is not going to do anything, guys. But to be fair, though, there is a valid reason to be sort of outraged by it. Not toward, not in that way where you're cursing him out, and again, piggybacking on what we said in the last episode.
Yeah.
That's not going to accomplish anything, guys. What you got, you got to say what went wrong, but not end it off by saying "fuck you" or "go die in a hole" or whatever.
Yeah.
Just tell it's. There has to be a semblance of respect when you're criticizing something. Okay, when just say the criticism and move on from it.
Yeah.
Because they'll acknowledge that more times than not than a thing where you say the thing and then you follow up by saying "go die in a hole" or "fuck you" or you're all that kind of stuff. Calling them names, calling them assholes is not going to accomplish anything.
It nullifies your argument.
Mm-hmm. And it doesn't make you look like a person. And then when Jason or one of the Toonami crews blocks you and you start freaking out over that, you're in the wrong, dude. You don't deserve to be. What are you complaining about? You open that door. You open that door. You open that Pandora's box, again, blocked by one of your heroes. When you say shit like that, that's not going to accomplish anything. It's a waste of words. Just no.
Hell, I wasn't even home watching. I wasn't even home when all this happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the tail end of it, and it's just it's stupid. Like I get it, but you have to control your emotions. And one of the benefits of being on the internet is that you can actually stop, read what you wrote, and think about it instead of just arbitrarily just putting it out there and just off the cuff. You can't do that.
And
there's no context. There's no emotional well, there is an emotional response, but no one's going to get it really. They don't know what they don't really see how it's being said. There's a way of saying things, and it's just dumb when you follow it up by saying those dumb things on ahead of your criticism. Just say the criticism and move on. It's not helping the cause. Seriously. Doesn't help anyone's cause. Anybody. Anything. Doesn't work. Rent over.
And this wasn't, that whole stunt wasn't even Jason's fault. He didn't even know about it until the last minute. So they had to go re-edit the intro and some bumps or whatever. So that caused more work for them to do.
Okay, well, if that was last minute, then there's definitely no reason for the Toonami crew to be cursed out. That falls under Adult Swim's management.
Yeah.
It wasn't weird that there was the April Fool's intro.
Well, yeah, they probably had to redo the intro.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, most likely.
I'm sure they get Steven.
I'm sure they found out like a day before. Or
Yeah,
2 days
probably.
later.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe Adult Swim could have made if anything, they should have either the Toonami crew or Adult Swim made an announcement that Toonami was going to get cut an hour, because of not specifically revealing. Oh, Rick and Morty is going to cut into an hour's time of Toonami.
That would have made them more panic. People would have thought it was getting cut. Would have caused a mass panic. Oh shit! Toonami's we would lose Toonami and all that shit.
Well, if that's the case,
people have been hitting the panic button.
Yeah. I mean, even if they say for just this week, we're just cutting Toonami for an hour, just this week.
Yeah.
I guess we can't win.
Nobody can win.
I guess we can't win, but at least I would have taken that. But the thing is, as soon as they would have saw Rick and Morty, I think it would have, especially after they revealed that, Samurai Jack and Dragon Ball Super is coming back next week, would have calmed everybody down, even if there was an outrage, even if Adult Swim announced that Toonami was going to get cut an hour.
Yeah.
But I feel like Adult Swim has these issues sometimes where they just suck at communicating sometimes. And I don't know if it's intentional because they're Adult Swim and they can get away with it because they just seem like, oh, we're the no fucks give corporation in a sense, So I guess we're more lenient toward Adult Swim because we know it's Adult Swim. That's what they do.
Yeah.
But it's getting to a point where, you have to communicate better. Like I would say the Toonami crew should have known like maybe a week in advance at most. And they should have announced it to the fans that were expecting Samurai Jack and Super that those were going to get cut this week because of April Fools. I think
And they should let Funimation know too. And they should let Funimation know
that too. Yes. Yeah. Because
Go ahead.
They could have just let Toonami air in its entirety because they marathoning the same damn episode and then they marathoning it every day this week at 10. So I think that was just unnecessary to cut Toonami. You either let it air in its entirety or let it air an hour later.
Mm-hmm. You were going to say something, Trips? Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sure through Adult Swim's eyes, if maybe it was brought up, but it would compromise the integrity of the April Fool's joke and it wouldn't really be a joke,
Well,
I don't know.
I mean, not really, because they could have just simply said, because of April Fools, falling on this Saturday, Toonami's going to get cut for an hour. That gives
That's true.
That's going to give that doesn't explain what's happening. It's just saying because of April Fools, what we have planned is happening at this time. Also, you're promoting it, so it would have possibly gotten more people to go to it, and tune in at the time. And also, Toonami fans would be aware of that, and that may affect the ratings a bit and all. Maybe it was like a ratings decision that they kept quiet about because they knew maybe if they didn't say that, oh, Samurai Jack and Super were going to get cut, maybe they were expecting the Toonami fans to be on, the million views that we do get at the start of that. Maybe they were sort of banking on that to kind of, fall into that, you know what I mean? And then they get shocked that Rick and Morty happened. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's the reason that they didn't do it. Which I guess makes sense, but I don't know. Weird.
Yeah.
Corporations, you're weird.
Never makes money.
Yeah. I guess.
When 7 p.m. came, 8 p.m. in Eastern time, when 8 p.m. came, and Dragon Ball Super didn't come on, and people saw Rick and Morty was on, people was all right, okay, whatever. Then when they found out that Toonami was getting cut, all hell broke loose. And then I had to answer the same question 50 million times on our Twitter account. This is what's happening. Samurai Jack and Dragon Ball Super is going to be back next Saturday. Mm-hmm. And then people thinking, oh, they was going to do 2 episodes of Dragon Ball Super and Samurai Jack. No, that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
What bugs me. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Trips. Go ahead.
What bugged me, and it's not even really a big bug thing, is that I'm seeing all this the same previews from last week for Jack. Well, I haven't seen Jack yet, but I keep seeing Kai, and I was like, yeah, I could have watched that. It's kind of like an irritating reminder of what happened, but
What I was gonna say is, fans. I just have to say, Jason pretty much confirmed it on our interview. He confirmed it on Toonami Faithful. He's confirmed it for about 2 or 3 years now. Okay, Toonami isn't going anywhere anytime soon.
Yeah,
it's doing well enough where we're getting shows like fucking Samurai Jack, where Adult Swim literally pulled money out of their pockets to produce. Yeah. And Jason even said it in our interview. We're pretty much at the same level when Toonami was at its peak, where I believe it was like producing like shows like IGPX and stuff like that. So that's he said that basically comparing it on a financial level of the budget that they have access to now. So Toonami is in it's in good hands right now. And even with these last couple of weeks that the ratings have been kind of shitty because of this, because these last couple of weeks have been kind of sporadic with all the different with all the craziness with the March thing and One Piece, Tokyo Ghoul, and this whole thing with April Fools as well. Even with the ratings that we have going right now, it's clear that Toonami isn't going anywhere anytime soon. And again, the only way for it to continue going and staying feasible is that you guys continue to watch. So the same thing that the thing that I said about One Piece, the same thing applies to Toonami as a whole. Just keep watching, and it's not going to go anywhere.
Pretty much.
It's as simple as that. So rest easy, folks. Rest easy, folks. Toonami's not going anywhere, and we have confirmed it by the guys working on the thing for the past 4 or 5 years now since it's been revived. It's in good hands. Don't worry whenever they pull a thing like this and they cut the block for an hour for a special April Fool's thing or whatever, or they cut off shows that technically aren't doing that well anyway. It's understandable. It's on a pure logical sense. It makes sense. No matter how you look at it.
And another thing that caught people off guard was an anime Savior pointed this out in the trending rundown that normally Adult Swim does their April Fools the night of April Fools and not the day of. Like they do it that midnight when it turns April Fools. That's when they normally do their April Fool jokes. This time they actually did it the day of April Fools, and that's another thing that caught people off guard.
Well, Toonami changed that when they blew that whole thing up.
Well, Toonami, when that happened, that was on April Fools. That was the night of.
Oh, that was the night of?
Yeah. And then next year, it'll be the night of.
Tom 4 reboot.
Tom 4 reboot. Tom 4.5. like with
That'd be
3.
funny.
No, you just need to use the Tom 4 concept art for that Tom.
They'll take like one of the most badass Tom designs ever that they just conceptually made, and they just put Tom 5's face on it to make him look like the most badass Tom ever.
Yeah, that's no art for Tom 4. That's what I was talking about.
Right. My bad.
So, but I can honestly say for anime fans, there was some kind of confirmation that will be happening in the months ahead.
Indeed. I believe you're hinting at or segueing to Attack on Titan Season 2.
Perhaps I was.
Well, with that segue, besides of all the craziness that happened on April Fool's, what started off it wasn't a joke. We thought it was. Everybody thought it was. But no joke.
Jason.
Confirmed. Jason even tweeted it out himself. Attack on Titan Season 2 is coming to Toonami, English dub and all. And I'm hyped.
On top of that, they confirmed
It was
the scheduling.
Now it's to be on April 29th, but then they pushed it to April 22nd, which means on April 15th we get 2 nights of 2 episodes of JoJo, which will be the season 1 finale of JoJo.
Right. So,
and then that will air on April 22nd.
So essentially, Attack on Titan's replacing JoJo, I believe, JoJo's season 1, I believe, right?
So
yes.
Yeah.
If I'm correct on that.
Mm-hmm.
On April 19th, I think, right? If I remember correctly.
April 22nd. April 22nd.
April 22nd. Got it. So yeah. For me personally, I'm excited. I don't. It'll be interesting though because a lot of people are saying that maybe Attack on Titan took too long to come out with a season 2. Have you heard about that? I've read some articles being like, maybe not articles, but I've seen people like commenting on it, being like, "Oh, people are still excited about this show. I remember this, but where'd it go? Like 5 years ago. People still like this show."
Was it really 5 years ago?
I'm exaggerating the number, but
Okay.
Maybe like 4
I don't know
years
the
ago.
exact number. Yeah, I might be exaggerating a little bit, but the point is that people were Attack on Titan was at the height when it came on, and the question is, has it died down over that time, or has the hype for season 2 continued to resonate? Because I know a lot of people want it. It seems like a lot of people want it, but I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Well, that's a question that could be presented with many different answers.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean,
Let's explore those answers.
it could even be argued that everyone's butthurt about the election still, because I still see that every day. And just-
That goes
or the
without saying.
internet's- or the internet's too complacent, because a lot of people are saying that now. Nothing's good enough for everybody, blah blah blah, because everyone's all too impatient now.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different ways it could be observed.
Yeah, like I said, I've heard people still excited for it, and I've heard others that are like, people are still excited for the show? Huh? Yeah, I don't know. But for what it's worth, though, I'm happy that Toonami got it.
Same.
Here's the announcement.
Right around this- Yeah, right around the same time, the subtitle version came out.
Yeah, the subtitle premiered last week, I believe.
Thought it was on April 1st. Double check.
Yeah, I think it was. Well, yeah, because it updates. I don't know.
Didn't Funimation get AOT too? Or
Yeah.
was it someone else?
Most likely they're doing the
Funimation.
English dub version, but the sub premiered this.
No,
past week,
Funimation
I
already
believe.
said.
Yeah, they did get the rights to it. I remember that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Press release for that.
yeah.
Double check.
I'm stoked for it.
Yeah, me too. I can't wait.
Yeah. Same.
I was considering watching it subbed, but I'm like, I'll just wait for the English dub and be surprised as it comes.
I did see the sub trailers, and those look pretty cool.
Yeah,
Like,
same.
It gives you like an idea what's going on, because apparently like the Titans are trying to protect us. They're like, we fucked up, guys. We screwed up.
Well, we're humanity.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be humanity if we don't fuck up.
Yeah. I love that one quote from the Boondocks on the kickball episode, where once there's like, "This is America, damn it. We don't admit we did the wrong thing. We just keep doing the wrong thing until it turns out right."
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as a lineup perspective, do you think it's a good pickup for the lineup? Do you think it'll be successful again or bad? What do you guys think about that? Do you think it matches well with the other shows?
I'd like it to be earlier, but I have a feeling that DBZ Kai and DBZ Super have some kind of contractual obligation where they're supposed to premiere earlier.
Mhm.
But
And there's Jack also.
yeah,
Well, maybe, but I think I would assume if I was Adult Swim working out the contract negotiations and everything, I feel like the ratings maybe play a role in that, where it's like if a show isn't getting this certain amount of views, they're able to like knock them down, because I'm assuming that's why they're able to like knock down the other shows. It's just
they've done
Dragon
it
Ball.
before.
Yeah, like with Dragon Ball Z and Super, like those shows are still just so so influential that they get a lot of views and everything. So it's kind of hard to see because you don't think that their views are going to drop. So you can't really say, but I would assume that is the logic behind it. Like I'm assuming that's how it goes down. So if that is the case, if it because I think Attack on Titan, if it still is as popular as it once was, I think it might do better than Kai. But I don't think it'll take super spot. But that'll be interesting going forward, and see if they swap out Attack on Titan. Maybe, maybe it's like, because I do know from what I've seen, based on the community's reaction, it's kind of like, obviously on a rating sense, it's successful, but a lot of people don't like the back-to-back Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball Kai back-to-back. So maybe throwing Attack on Titan in the middle of there might be better, kind of giving you like a little break in between, type of thing. I don't know.
Yeah,
That's how I'm looking at it.
Yeah, I had to go double check. They did premiere the subtitle on Crunchyroll on April 1st.
Mhm.
So you could say they launched the subtitled and then announced the dub on Toonami.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because they need to get a couple episodes in, so Toonami has a couple episodes to go with, so they don't catch up to the sub and be like, oh, the show's on hiatus, which I doubt it will be, but there's always that chance. And then Toonami's like, oh, fuck.
We gotta fill that time gap.
Not every show can be Space Dandy,
Exactly.
as much as we would love it to be.
But yeah, I'm pretty excited for season 2. I'll be wearing my Attack on Titan shirt every Saturday when it comes on.
Looking at it from a lineup perspective, it might be my most anticipated lineup.
Probably.
I think it's a really strong lineup. I mean, in those first 3 shows at, with Super, Samurai Jack, Super, that big 4, with Jack, Super, Kai, and Attack on Titan. I think that's an amazing starting lineup for a block like this. So that's another thing too. I wonder if it's going to bring in some ratings. I don't know.
That's interesting to see.
Yeah. It's a perfect blend of old and new, I think.
I believe so, yeah.
I'm curious as to why they moved everything up a day earlier.
So here's the lineup for the April 15th.
I mean, we still got
And
Samuel V,
one second.
but that's gonna be the
Yeah.
finale.
Yeah.
JoJo finale.
Double the JoJo. I mean, what's to say that they'll bring JoJo back after season 2?
I mean, what else could they replace it with?
Or they
Well,
decided to get rid of Tokyo Ghoul.
Yeah, they have Tokyo Ghoul.
How many
I would-
episodes is that again?
24.
12
Yeah.
Wait,
4.
24 or 12?
24.
total.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my
12.
mistake. I messed that up.
12 for season 1 and 12 for season 2.
Yes.
Total.
Right.
And I'm pretty sure they confirmed that they got both seasons, right?
Yes, yeah, that was confirmed. I think when season 1 ends, they'll just throw season 2 in there. I believe that's how they're going about it. But don't quote me on that. I have not confirmed that. That's what I'm going on from what I remember hearing, but I'm not sure. But potential shows that they could replace it with. Obviously, Mob Psycho is one of them because that was the show that won the poll test that DeMarco put up. Again, I've been saying it every podcast episode in the last I think 2 or 3 weeks now, but my money hope is for Lupin.
Same.
I love Lupin, and I hope the new one comes on. That new intro was awesome, and I can't wait to watch it. But Lupin would be awesome.
It'd be
How many episodes is Attack on Titan season 2? Because I heard somebody say it was only 12 episodes.
It was
yeah,
what?
12.
12 episodes?
Better than the last one.
I've seen a lot of people butthurt at the fact that it only is getting 12 episodes.
How many episodes was the first season? Do we know?
Like 20 something, wasn't it?
Oh, I got Netflix. Let me double check.
I'm looking it up now. Confirmation here, because we care about quality. Because for every assumption that we like to make, sometimes we want to confirm it. So,
Whether it be Wikipedia or Netflix.
yes. So there is. Wow.
Oh, it beat me to it.
25, it looks like.
Okay, that's definitely upsetting.
Yes.
That's just the first season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And season.
26
Well,
Yeah,
episodes.
wow.
Has
Yeah,
the
wow.
manga been finished yet?
I think it's on the verge, but I don't think it finished yet.
That's probably why we only got 12.
Yeah.
Wait.
Because
So,
'Cause
I mean, what's to say this could be part 1 of season 2?
True.
most likely yes, because the anime companies like to do that now, where they split the fucking show into 2 parts. Stop doing that. Release the whole thing, damn it. Anyway,
And just give us Outlaw Star a little sooner than that.
no, that
How many, Eric, how many
What?
episodes you said they had? How many episodes you said they had for season 1?
it was like 20, 25, 26 episodes.
Oh, 25. Okay. I thought you said 45. I'm about to say, where are you getting that from?
Wikipedia. I got it from
I
Wikipedia.
thought you said 45, though.
What?
45 episodes, though.
No, we said 26.
Yeah.
No, it's actually 25, though.
Okay, 25.
Yeah.
Yeah, 25. Point is, it's over 20. And here we're only getting, like, a little bit over half of that, which I can kind of understand, but these new hits, these new anime hits, like my friend and I were talking about the other day, like the days of shows like Bleach or One Piece and Dragon Ball Z, those are gone. Like those long running shows are gone. Those
Like
are
the shonen shows.
yeah, it's those types of shonen shows are a dying breed. There's not, I mean, potentially there could be. I never say never, because there always can be that one great hit where it lasts forever, like One Piece and whatever. But I think for the most part now, the anime market has kind of it is changed, where long running shows, aren't going to be the same anymore. Where I think they're a dying breed. And we're going to get a lot more of these, 20-something episode or even less than that episode shows that are going to be hits. And they're going to be about like 3, maybe 4 seasons long at most. Because, they want to, milk the cow as best they can. But also move on to the next thing as soon as possible too, and start ranking in that cash too.
So we're talking like Netflix quality episodes.
Well, no, not really that, but like what I mean is because the financial side of it comes from the success of the show, and of course, you want a Dragon Ball Z or One Piece or Bleach, but it's pretty clear that you have to be a real special someone to really keep the quality of that consistently throughout that entire long show. And financially, that's not really feasible in the corporation sense. And also, that's a lot of man hours that people are not, I don't want to say lazy, but not everybody can be, like the writer for One Piece, who, if to my understanding, if I remember correctly, he gets about like 4 hours of sleep every day, because every day he's working on the manga. Like, that's how committed this guy is to One Piece. So, just they're just not. There's not, there aren't people out there that are doing that as much as the other shows. So there's also that as well, just the creative aspect, So I can understand people getting butthurt over Attack on Titan not getting 20 something episodes or whatever, but you have to understand Attack on Titan maybe is on the same level of popularity with Dragon Ball Z and Bleach, and be considered as one of the big shows, but it's not the same. It's a big show that's going to be way less episodes than what those shows were capable of doing. So I can understand you being butthurt, but that's just the change in times, man. That's just how the market has changed. Sadly.
And we had to somehow adapt with that.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can't, that's okay. I mean, that's just, it'll take time to adapt. I mean, not.
Or you don't at all. I mean, that's totally up to, that's totally up to you. But still, I'll take 12 I'll take 12 episodes instead of 0. That's how I look at it.
True.
And if the show's good enough, I'm gonna watch it. I don't care how many episodes. It just makes it more exciting when it comes back. That's how I look at it.
Yeah. Just be happy with what we got.
And speaking of more episodes,
we're going to continue the production IG trend here.
Yep, with Fooly Cooly.
Pretty goody. Oh, what was it? Some voice. I can't remember the voice actress's name.
Yeah, but the one of the voice actresses from Fooly Cooly was teasing something on
Well,
Well,
we don't know.
We don't even know if she's gonna be in Fully Cooley yet.
But it's the same voice actress, though, right?
She's in the first one though, because I looked at
Right.
it. I didn't see her in the first one.
She's the voice of Bulbasaur from Pokemon.
Right.
Oh, that's
So basically this voice actress teased something Toonami related. We don't know what it could be. I know you guys are in here.
She says she's doing 2 shows that's gonna be on Toonami.
And don't think that you want Ruby on air. Not the TV show Ruby, the character Ruby.
Mm-hmm. Jesus.
I mean, that's what people are saying. They assume it could be Ruby.
Yeah.
Why would I know why that's down? We're not them. Goddamn people.
That's what they're saying. That's what I'm trying to say.
But yeah, pretty much, we don't know what she's teasing, but obviously it's something exciting because it's Toonami related. I don't know if you want to bring up the tweet, but okay, I'll give you a few minutes with that. But yeah, like, what could it be? I would assume one of them is Fooly Cooly, obviously, but the other thing,
I mean,
I don't know.
It could be Iron Blooded Orphan Season 2. It could be. I don't want to say second season JoJo, or it could be something entirely new.
My hope is something entirely new. That's what I'm hoping. I think that'd be pretty dope. That we get another show that Toonami has put money towards.
I'd love to see comedy again or something. I know it's an action block, but I don't know. Like Lupin would just be perfect because it is action.
Action comedy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
action comedy. That's what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with Space Ending, but they're probably not going to make another Space Ending.
No, probably not. It pretty much
Sadly.
closed itself. But yeah, action comedy. That's why Lupin would be sick.
Yeah, same.
I've never seen Lupin of any incarnation of Lupin the Third.
Damn.
I've seen.
I know of it because it's a pre-play.
I've seen half of season 1. I've seen a bit of season 2. I've seen the intro to the new one, and I have the movie. The movie that Miyazaki did is a bit different from not really a bit. I would say drastically different, but in a good way.
Yeah.
Compared to the Lupin in the shows. Lupin in the shows are much more
Sexual.
comedy. Yeah, that too. I would say Lupin the show is closer to like a Pink Panther type of thing, where the movie is more closer to a drama per se.
Mm-hmm.
And both incarnations are fucking awesome, and definitely check them out. But yeah, I agree with that. I think it'd be cool if we get another show that's more actiony comedy. Have a little bit of diversity in the genres. I know diversity in characters is a fun thing nowadays,
Yeah.
but I think it'd be cool if we diversify the genre on the block a little bit more. Because right now it's just
Action.
it's closer to action drama, which I don't mind. Like I prefer drama. I like feeling for the characters, but I like it mixed up a little bit. By the way, going back to the topic, here's the tweet. Can't tell you guys what I'm working on, but here's a hint.
Wink, wink.
That's not much of a hint.
That's just plastering the Toonami logo on your tweet. But if it is fully coolly, what
Oh,
did
dude,
you
you
say?
know what that could be? Oh, never mind.
Yeah. I mean, if it is fully coolly related, what's to say that we could be getting a trailer sometime soon?
Now, I don't want to be one
He
of those
said
guys.
there were 2 shows that's gonna be on Toonami.
Yeah. I don't want to be that guy that thinks too deeply into it, but that's what I do sometimes. I find it interesting that she picked that picture for Toonami because that's like the Tom 2 era. I wonder if they are doing something on one of those shows during that era. I don't know.
I wonder if she'll
Hamtaro-
voice the worm.
I'm
Well,
calling
she
it.
probably picked
Hamtaro
the Tom
season
2.
2 is coming. Hamtaro 2 is coming. I swear.
Oh, dear God.
Yo, hello. Dig that because that's what they're using right now.
Oh, that's true.
That is true.
You probably,
What if she voices the worm?
Oh my god.
That's another thing, yeah. They haven't even talked about, and they haven't even posted the voting for name that worm.
Could it be a total immersion event? Maybe. No.
No,
I don't know.
They would probably throw it in November, though.
she already said it's 2 shows.
It's 2 shows. Okay.
It can't. Wait, otherwise we wouldn't hear. Oh, I did this thing for Toonami. If it's shows, then we can't think of anything else besides Fully Cooley or anything. Especially since she tagged.
Anybody else have any conspiracy theories?
I mean, she tagged Bang Zoom Entertainment, so. Wait, she was the voice of the
That's what what?
Mokuba from Yu-Gi-Oh!
I think, yeah.
And just a lot. So she was. I'm guessing she was a 4Kids voice actress because she looks like she's done a lot of Pokemon voiceover.
Probably at one point, maybe.
Probably something if we were to interview her, I guess.
One Punch Man, maybe? I don't know.
Season 2 is still in production, though.
Well, true.
Actually, 2 shows you'll hear me on it.
So I guess she already did a Gundam show. So I
Yeah,
guess
Gundam Thunderbolt.
that throws my Season 2 of Iron Blooded Orphan theory out of the window.
Not necessarily.
She did something in Naruto.
Maybe she might do a bump for Boruto.
That's what I was thinking. Maybe maybe Toonami gets the English dubbed of Boruto, but that wouldn't make any sense because they haven't even finished Shippuden yet, and they're not going to finish that in 50 million years.
Yeah.
They still Eric Kai. They're doing Dragon Ball Super.
Yeah, but the thing is with Kai is that Kai will be moving much quicker than then
Shippuden.
then Shippuden. Kai will be done. Like we're going into the Buu saga. After this, Kai's done. There's no more after it. And
But it'll take forever. But you put in the
unless they actually skip the filler and play the episodes that are relevant.
they're not gonna do that.
I know they're not. They should, but they're not going to do that.
Otherwise,
They're most likely, if they get Boruto, then they're gonna air it side by side with Shippuden.
yeah, but wouldn't that cause the block to expand?
Unless it replaces something.
Tokyo Ghoul.
Meh.
What
I'm calling it.
what do you guys think? Because my theory was that maybe they get the English dub to Boruto, and they do what they did with Kai and Super, and have maybe not Kai and Super and Naruto Shippuden and Boruto back to back to back to back. But do you think they'll do that? Have it, have Naruto Shippuden and then Boruto following that or something? I don't know.
I mean, at least space it out.
Well, they'll probably have Boruto before Shippuden since it's newer.
Yeah.
I mean, besides,
So,
the
like-
new show is more
So like
expensive.
the way I could see them kind of doing this is they have when Jack finishes, if they do this whole Naruto double feature thing, Naruto Boruto double feature thing along with Super and Kai, when Jack finishes, they put Super at 11, Kai at 11:30, Boruto at midnight, and then Shippuden at 12. That wouldn't work either. I don't think that would. Or they have Boruto be at midnight and have like Tokyo Ghoul. Let's just say where Tokyo Ghoul is Hunter x Hunter, and keep Shippuden where it is. That would be interesting. I don't know if they would do it though. That's weird.
Never say never.
True.
And I would think the community reaction would be they would freak out. I think, especially those who think that Naruto killed Toonami back in the day. Oh, double Naruto!
Yeah.
It's Tom 4 all over again. Blah.
And then those who said that Naruto killed One Piece.
You're wrong, by the way.
But even DeMarco
I didn't-
said like
I never
he-
said that. People are
No,
saying that.
I'm not
Yeah,
saying it toward you.
No, I'm not saying. I'm just adding that like DeMarco said he thinks the biggest reason is it was because of 4 kids. Like they killed the nostalgia factor for One Piece. That's what my friend told me. I think it was kind of the Thriller Bark arc because that one just didn't engage me like the previous, like the Water 7 arc or whatever the other ones were.
I don't know. I mean, there was a lot of things. I thought it was a lot of things also that played a role into it. I don't want to get into it again because that episode already happened.
Yeah.
But to make a long story short, I
Let's
just thought
keep
the
the,
filler, that one part with the filler is what broke One Piece's back for it to be sustainable.
But there's so
And-
much fan service.
I know.
Yeah.
But I wonder what 2 shows she's talking about.
We'll just have to wait and see, I guess.
We'll find out in 5 months, though, apparently.
Yeah. It'll be chilling.
Let's.
I'm excited.
Yeah. All right. With that said, let's keep the production IG heavy episode going.
Yeah.
Mhm.
With
And it's a Ghost in the Shell, the movie, which I am writing a review for as a whole for the movie. But it's a bit sad because apparently Ghost in the Shell bombed in the U.S. market, from what I'm reading.
Oh, dude.
you guys saw Boss Baby instead. Damn it.
I doubt it.
Yeah, I mean,
I-
I'm not stoked for Ghost in the Shell, but I wouldn't see Boss Baby over it if I had to.
Yeah, I guarantee
No, I
you.
know, 'cause
I guarantee you, like Logan and Kong and even the Beauty and the Beast is what did it.
Yeah, I mean,
When
the
I
thing is,
went,
though,
when I went, there was like maybe 6, 7 other people other than me in there. But I thought it was because it was Thursday and everybody else was going to go to the weekend, or they was seeing the 3D version or whatever.
nah, even
I-
my friends that saw it, they told me the theater was like dead, and they went on a Friday.
Yeah,
I have
uh,
went that Thursday.
Yeah, I went on the Thursday too. It wasn't filled at all.
Yeah.
It was IMAX too. The theater that I went to.
I mean,
Okay.
mentioning Beauty and the Beast, I have complaints for that movie.
We're not talking about that movie.
I mean,
I mean,
yeah. Go ahead, Trips.
you could even argue that like the Ghost in the Shell is kind of like a niche market because it's really like just it's kind of a specific demographic. It's not something as understood in America as Beauty and the Beast, you know? Like, because everyone's like, oh, it's anime. I don't like anime. But it's not anime, and, you know, it's a whole bunch of things.
Well,
Yeah.
the sad thing about it is that the media
An ad.
is pushing the whitewashing thing
Oh, my.
narrative,
Yeah,
which
they need to get the
I
fuck
ha-
over it.
Yeah.
again, going back to one of my many rants in the last couple episodes, watch the previous episodes to check that out. But I disagree that the whitewashing, because even the apparently I forgot which company, but one of the companies that produced it may acknowledge that maybe the whitewashing played a role in it not being that popular or not doing that well in the box office. I think as I may disagree with the whitewashing argument that it's bullshit, and I don't think that this movie deserves to be. This movie was thrown that ball specifically, but I do agree to an extent that I think it did play a role, a little bit. But the thing is, I agree with Trips. Like, Ghost in the Shell isn't on the same level as like a Dragon Ball movie or even like an Attack on Titan movie, Death Note, etc., etc. Some of these shows, I'm probably contradicting myself for saying this, but some of these shows aren't as popular as those, and so it's, you know, I mean, Ghost in the Shell is popular, but it's not on the same level.
Maybe if they did the building drop scene naked, it would have been a box office hit.
That would win an Oscar.
Yeah, exactly. Hey man, sex
And-
sells.
And the Oscar goes to with the actress with the best tits, Scarlett Johansson. I kid, but yeah, like I kind of get why it didn't do. I think I understand a little bit why it didn't. I was actually kind of surprised with the budget. I think it was like 190 mil.
Wow.
I think. Question mark.
Plus, how many new millennials actually know Ghost in the Shell? Like, if they're not begging their
Not
parents
many.
to go see it, like,
Not many. Like I said, it's not on the same level as those other popular shows. It was 110 million.
not too
Yeah.
extreme.
Yeah. And keep in mind though too, it may break even eventually and it made 59 million. So, but that's in the U.S. market. To be fair, the foreign box office hasn't released yet overseas yet. So there's also that, which is going to bolster it up a bit. But I don't know if it's going to break even at 110. But seeing the movie, I can understand why people didn't really go see
Beauty and
it.
the Beast. I have my complaint.
Well, yeah, like Beauty and the Beast definitely, I think, played a big role in it too, because that's the movie that everyone's is going to see. And I agree with Trips, like what he said, where Ghost in the Shell isn't as big of a market as like a Beauty and the Beast. You know, the Ghost in the Shell is really only focused on a niche market. I agree with you. And but even with that, like I'll spoil some of my review here and basically say like the Ghost in the Shell 2017 movie was kind of dumbed down. Like they kind of dumbed it down to a typical Hollywood movie, and I will admit that it did do that. Because like I watched the original animated movie, which I do a bit of a comparison in my review, which you'll see on Toonami Squad later this coming week. But the original movie felt a lot more complex. Like some of the concepts and ideas that they talked about in the original animated movie, that was kind of either dumbed down or just stricken from the movie completely. They changed it up where they made the major they kind of made it like they made it into an identity piece where the Major's trying to find who she really is as a character. Where in the original movie, it was more of understanding the human psyche. It was more like a human. It was more down to like the human psyche and robots and what separates the two, in a way. You know, those were the drastic differences, and in my opinion, those hurt the 2017 movie. And even with that, I don't think that would have done better in the box office because, again, like what Tripp said, you know, the average moviegoer, the casual moviegoer, I don't think it would have appealed to them. The market for like a Ghost in the Shell movie I don't think it's there yet. It may be in the coming years, but right now, I don't think so. I think it did decent enough where I actually would want to see a continuation with these characters, but I do get why it didn't do as good in the box office, I felt. And that's a little spoilery to my review coming soon. But
I don't know. My thing for me is, I mean, just looking at the CGI for Beauty and the Beast, to me, it's terrible.
You didn't like the CGI?
I needed more color.
You didn't like the CGI in Beauty and the Beast?
I mean, look at Mrs. Potts, for example.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It just doesn't look right to me.
I swear, I think they used real objects.
Could have delayed it just to polish it a little. No.
I haven't seen it yet, so I can't really say. But from what I saw in the trailer, I think the CGI looked good. It's pretty much on the same level as like the Jungle Book and the previous movies. I think they're Warner Brothers. I think they're doing a good job with the movies. I haven't seen them, but
Jungle Book, yes.
I think they're doing a good job with the movies. Good live action adaptations.
And I did hear they add like minor bits and pieces to the story, but not too drastic.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying. Like with Ghost in the Shell, like some of the more deeper concepts that the original movie had, like they kind of got stricken out of the movie in this version. I mean, the 2017 one.
I can understand.
Yeah,
it's just
same.
an adaptation,
right? Well, they're also trying to make it appealing to the casual goers too.
Oh, and here's another thing: they're comparing it with The Matrix.
Hey, Eric.
Yes.
Well, sorry. Well, hold on. Yeah, let's finish the Matrix topic first.
Okay.
Because they technically got inspiration from Ghost in the Shell, so I don't see the reason why they're comparing the 2017 version of Ghost in the Shell with The Matrix when the people of The Matrix got inspiration from Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah.
Well, again, it's an adaptation. So this one's an adaptation. So you can draw inspirations from other things. From a perspective that I've seen the movie, I kind of get the comparison, but I disagree with it. Like when I was watching the movie, I didn't get any really Matrix vibe from it. I saw some similarities where like some of the special effects, they go into slow-mo a little bit. They have that one shot in the trailer where the general breaks through that glass and shoots up the place. There's moments like that are kind of taken from the Matrix, but and also the technology too. Sure, you can relate it to the Matrix, but I believe you can pretty much tell when something inspires another thing. It's pretty obvious. And to me, I didn't get that vibe at all from this movie. This felt like it just felt like an adaptation of the animated movie dumbed down. Like I said, like
Well, what Santa was saying was that Matrix took took inspiration from the original Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah, no, I understand that. I get that. I'm saying it from if I look at this movie and people saying that this movie was kind of inspired by The Matrix, I can get why they say that, but I disagree with it because I didn't get that at all. Because usually, usually you would take some of those core concepts from The Matrix and put it in. I mean, but the thing is, like, The Matrix wasn't really about Neo finding his identity per se, you know. The like I said, the only inspirations I could take from it is the technological, you know, inspiration from it. I can get that, and the special effects, but to me, those aren't really influences. Those effects have been taken in other movies, like that part with Shrek when Cameron Diaz's character goes into slow-mo and does the Matrix thing.
The Trinity kick.
Right, the Trinity kick. That is, yes, parody, but also inspired by The Matrix. I didn't get any of that from this movie, so I disagree with that. I don't think comparing it to The Matrix is fair, in my opinion.
Did Mary Elizabeth McGlynn make a cameo in any way?
The
Major's voice actor.
I didn't see her.
Okay, why not like
I don't think so.
in person, but like voice wise?
I didn't see her or hear her.
That would have been a nice touch.
Would have been.
Even in Ghost of the Shell Arise, she made a cameo.
Even Richard Carr.
Those movies are pretty good. I've seen them.
Rise. I liked it.
Yeah, even though it's technically its own timeline.
Yeah.
I just started watching that actually.
I'm trying to hold myself back. I have so much to say.
What about Arise?
No. Just the Ghost in the Shell 2017 movie.
He doesn't want to spoil his review.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil my review. I wrote fucking 10 pages.
To be fair though, this will probably be out way after your review's out. Way before this is ever out. Just saying.
Yeah, it should be out soon. I'm gonna type it up tonight and then have the squad mates look at it, and then it should be posted in the coming days.
I'm just saying that you can't, because it'll be out way before this is ever out.
Yeah, actually, that is true. Okay.
Just move on to the next topic, I guess.
I was gonna talk about it.
Okay. Okay.
I haven't seen the movie, so I can't.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
I mean, I haven't seen the movie, so I can't add anything to
never
it.
mind.
So.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either.
Okay, maybe that could be something that we
So-
revisit down the line. Maybe.
All right.
Yeah.
We changing topics
Sure.
before we
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
wait before we
we're about.
wait. I was one last thing to say it. One last thing about Ghost in the Shell, that we're planning something. The full details yet, so stay tuned for which it'll probably be announced. It might be announced before this ever goes out.
Ooh, teasers out the wazoo. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if we can pull this off. It'll be an interesting little something in the coming weeks, especially considering what Ghost in the Shell has done since it's been released. So it'll be interesting to see if we can revisit it and see where it goes.
Yeah.
So stay tuned. It'll be an interesting perspective, I can assure you that. If it works out. So yeah, that was Ghost in the Shell. And should we move on to the next topic?
Sure.
And the final topic of today is celebrating Magi Terashima's promotion over at Production IG to become the full-fledged president of Production IG USA. Congratulations, Magi. We're so happy that you got your promotion finally.
Congrats. Yosh.
More than the raise.
Hashtag give Magi a raise. Well, you got it. Good job. But seriously though, like this is a big deal because bringing it back to Toonami, this is a big move, I think, because I would assume this kind of opens up the doors a lot with Toonami's relationship and Production IG's relationship going forward. I don't know the exact details of it, but I feel like Toonami may have bigger access to Production IG's facilities, in office and all that. Like, because Magi and the Toonami crew are really close and they're good friends and everything. So we may be having potentially could get like a lot more shows coming down the pipe from Production IG. Maybe, I don't know, but yeah. What do you guys
Possibilities
think
are
about this?
endless.
Yeah, kind of.
All I can say is
Yeah, go ahead.
all I gotta say is I'm excited for. I'm just happy that she got her raised promotion. That's really it.
Yeah, like I said, I'm curious how it affects the block, because I would assume like that could give Toonami like a lot more possibilities. And yeah, here's the post.
Maybe we could get more kick art.
I don't know, maybe.
Leverage for receiving future shows.
Yeah, congratulations. I
Yeah.
haven't seen that show.
Yes.
By the way, congratulations, Exos and Exos, back at you. Because why not? But no, yeah, I think it's awesome. For everybody involved.
It is definitely good.
Indeed.
Very unexpected, but pretty awesome breaking news.
Good news. Yeah. Good news nonetheless.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else to add?
I don't think much else needs to be said besides that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I think that's everything.
I think that covers it.
Did we talk about? Did you guys mention
I
Super in the past few weeks?
I think 2 or 3 episodes ago we mentioned it.
Okay.
Do you want to throw in like a little Super discussion at the end here?
I was just gonna make a note that's been like in the back of my mind like for the past couple of weeks.
Okay.
It's like I feel like Super, not that it's a bad thing, but it takes strong notes from its predecessor. Like what me and my friends have been saying, like this Goku Beers fight has been going on like forever. I mean, it's not forever, but like we saw the movies in theaters, like it was done in an hour,
Yeah.
and like it feel like to us, it feels like it's the old Goku Frieza thing. Like, oh yeah, they're fighting. Oh yeah, they're fighting. You know,
5
when
more minutes until this planet explodes.
And there was
It's
even
like
a whole
50
episode where they
episodes.
spent powering up for the Super Saiyan God when they did it in 2 minutes in the movie.
I mean,
So we're
but
like, we're saying Super
Yeah.
Kai next.
yeah, like
I don't say that now.
Yeah.
The resurrection F might drag out more.
Yeah.
yeah, I understand that. Yeah, some of the shows, especially going by week, I think we've gotten really spoiled with with shows like with stuff like Netflix and stuff like that, where our entertainment is, we can just binge through everything now.
Yeah.
Kind of the old days where you have new episodes once a week, or like once a day type of thing is dead. I hear you.
Just one little note. I don't want to keep anybody from doing anything. Just figured it was funny to share.
Yeah, no, like the last time we talked about it, me and Silver kind of went into it a little bit, because I mentioned that a particular character has kind of changed a bit since Dragon Ball Z Kai, and I don't know if it's to me it's kind of a negative, but I understand why, and so I don't really consider it as like a full-fledged negative toward the show. And I'm in the latest episodes, if you're completely caught up to it, I'm actually kind of glad so far that the writer's going full-fledged into it and making it a thing. But yeah, Super, I do agree it drags out a little bit, especially during some of the filler stuff. But there's one filler that's great.
It wouldn't be Dragon Ball if it didn't.
Right,
True.
exactly.
True.
So Dragon Ball is one of those shows that gets away with it, I think.
Yeah.
But I do agree with you though. The first 2 arcs are going to be kind of hard to get through, because it's basically the first two movies just dragged out because they're episodic now. They're not the movie. I agree. I think it would have been cool if Toonami aired the first two movies. I think it would have been cool if they did that to kind of jump through the first two arcs and then go right into it. But there's also like, you want Toonami to have like a good, cushion from themselves to the sub show airing. So, so when the show goes on hiatus, Toonami doesn't get into that snag of, oh, we don't have a new episode this week type of thing. I get it. I get why, but I don't know.
I bet when the space tournament kicks in, the ratings will just be amazing.
Yes, yes.
There are
I think
a few differences.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go
there are
ahead.
differences between the movie and the show.
Yeah. The show kind of fleshes out a lot more, which I can kind of get that the movie kind of glances over. So I can see the pros and cons of doing either or,
Mhm.
For me, I know it drags out, but I'm kind of glad that they are doing the episodic because, again, you'd be missing out on information, which is important
True.
Yeah.
if you saw the movie,
Mhm.
and also the hiatus thing as well. It makes sense. There's pros and cons, but that's what you get sometimes. Nothing you can do.
That's true.
But my prediction is after the Resurrection F arc, pretty much right when the battle begins with Resurrection F, I think that's when the ratings are going to go pretty well.
Yeah, same.
Because Resurrection F is a return of a character that I don't want to spoil here for people that haven't seen it. Yes. And then you have a filler, which is decent if I remember correctly. And then the tournament arc, which will be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And then the filler after that is pretty awesome too. Like, there's one particular filler that I think is going to do really well in the ratings. I don't want to give too much away, but it's one of the. It focuses on one of our most beloved characters that we all love to hate, and I can't wait for people's reaction for it. They haven't seen it at all yet.
Is it someone's?
Is it Young Child?
I ain't saying nothing.
I'm gonna ask you.
No, I understand. I was just messing with it. I just wanted.
I ain't saying nothing, but I'm excited for what's
Everybody
to
hates
come. I'm excited for what's to come, and when we get up to the arc that Super's up to now in the sub version, whoo, baby, gonna be fire, I think.
Fire.
So we just got to get through these first two arcs, and then it'll be interesting where Super goes off from there, because pretty much the first two arcs, everyone I think has mostly seen already.
Mhm.
And if people are watching it subbed, okay, but for those who haven't seen it subbed, some awesome stuff is coming on the horizon. So I can assure you that. So.
I think
So
we can
with-
close it out.
Yeah, so with that, this concludes this episode of the Toonami Squad podcast sessions. We hope you enjoyed it as usual. Any of the topics you want to talk about, please leave comments below. We want to hear what your thoughts and opinions are on, the topics that we talked about, and also if any random bullshit you want to talk about. We'll respond. Definitely send it out there. Yeah. So I am the host of the Toonami Squad podcast sessions. Eric Casey, also known as eRockstar5 on Twitter. Definitely hit me up. And yeah.
I'm JMB, aka The Boss, founder of Toonami Squad. You can find me on Twitter at JMB_70056.
I'm Phantom. You can follow me on Twitter at PhantomStar64. I just decided for the rest of last month to take a break from video production. So you're going to expect some videos. Well, I just posted a video just now. So while we're recording, I just posted a video, which is just a channel update. So, just more projects to come. I decided not to review every episode of Samurai Jack because it'd be too time consuming, I guess. So I'll just be doing a impressions video, and then when Samurai Jack is done airing, I'll put a full-fledged review for season 5.
Bum, bum, bum.
Sweet.
Then definitely working on the next part of Retro Look Back Toonami, and might be working on a smaller project, which I've been wanting to do for a long time.
Nice.
So definitely stay tuned for that.
Yep, and then I'm Trips, aka Farts. Like I said, I'm dedicated Toonami faithful till the day that I die. Always making art and doing everything I can. But yeah, you can follow me, just handle Toonami artist. But yeah.
And with that last fart, this concludes this episode of the Toonami Squad podcast sessions. We hope you enjoyed it.
Hold on.
Wait. I just wanted to say that make sure you subscribe and like us on YouTube. You can also listen to us on iTunes. Be sure to subscribe and rate us there. You can also find us on Google Play, TuneIn, Stitcher, and there's one other place I don't remember.
Support the official release.
Yeah.
Support the official release and stop cursing at people when they do things that you disagree with. That's not how you win arguments. Anyway.
Constructive criticism.
Yes. Stop cussing, you
respectable constructive criticism. Man, I fucked that up. But anyway, with that, all that shameless fart plugging and ranting and bastardizing, this concludes this episode.
Squad
You can also find us on Player FM too. That was the other one I couldn't think of.
Right.
So, iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher Radio, Player FM.
And Batman's Cave.
TV's last Toonami Squad Gaming.
And with that, finally, this concludes this episode. We will see you next time. Squad out.
Squad out.
Squad out.
Squad out.